On a bright, sunny afternoon, a man was strolling through a beautiful elephant camp. He loved animals, and seeing these magnificent creatures up close filled him with wonder. As he walked through the camp, he noticed something that puzzled him. Despite their massive size and incredible strength, the elephants were tied to small wooden stakes in the ground with nothing but a thin rope. There were no heavy chains, no iron cages, just that simple rope. The man stopped and watched for a while, expecting the elephants to break free at any moment. After all, a single tug should have been enough to set them loose. But to his surprise, none of the elephants even tried. They stood there calmly, without making any effort to escape. Curious, the man approached a trainer standing nearby. "Excuse me," he said, pointing to the elephants. "Why don't they break free? That rope is so thin, it can't possibly hold them back." The trainer smiled, as if he had been asked this question many times before. He looked at the elephants fondly and then turned to the man. "Well," he said, "when these elephants were very young, we used the same kind of rope to tie them. At that age, they weren't strong enough to break free. No matter how hard they pulled, they couldn't escape. After trying again and again, they eventually gave up." The man's eyes widened as the trainer continued. "Now, even though they've grown big and strong, they still believe they can't break free. They remember the struggle from when they were little, and so they never even try." The man stood there, stunned. These elephants, majestic, powerful creatures, were trapped not by the rope, but by their own belief. They had been conditioned to think that escape was impossible, even though it was now within their power. As he walked away, the man couldn't stop thinking about what he had just witnessed. How many people, he wondered, were just like those elephants? How many people go through life held back by past failures, by fears, by beliefs that are no longer true? The lesson: we all have elephant ropes in our lives, things we tried once and failed at, experiences that made us believe we weren't good enough, smart enough, or strong enough. But just because something didn't work in the past doesn't mean it won't work now. The next time you feel like giving up, remember the elephants. Challenge your doubts, test your limits, and never let an old belief keep you from moving forward. How many of us are held back by our own beliefs? Just because something didn't work in the past doesn't mean it won't work now. The next time you feel like giving up, remember the elephants, challenge your limits and break free.